for today's final throwback day of 2016, we are going to take a look at a movie that I should have seen years ago because it now truly is one of my favorites, probably in my top 25 ever. And that, of course, is from one of my favorite directors, Billy Wilder. We're talking about the 1960 Academy Award-winning film, The Apartment, starring one of the most legendary people in all of film, and that, of course, is the great Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine and Fred MacMurray. So this movie is a very simple story. It is the story of a very good guy living in upper New York City, and he works at an insurance company, and he really does enjoy his work. And one of the things that he really wants to try and do is he just wants to get bigger and better at the things that he does. And by basically doing a great job, communicating with higher-ups in his industry, he really starts to make a name for himself, but at some point in time he goes a little too far in regards to being really good and nice to get ahead, and it ends up where he is actually giving higher-ups in his office the key to his apartment so they can take mistresses to his apartment, and, you get the rest of the picture there. And it gets to the point where he encounters a very smart, quick-witted, lovable elevator operator named Fran Kubelik, and that, of course, is played by Shirley MacLaine, and he really likes this woman. He really wants to find a good girl in his life and continue to be the good person that he is, but what he doesn't know is the fact that there's a little bit more to her and meets the eye, and it goes all the way to the CEO of his company. And through all that, and his CEO learning about his apartment, that's basically where the main focus of our story goes. So if you haven't seen this movie, by the way, everybody, this is definitely a great film. It is a classic black and white movie, but there definitely is a lot of charm to it, because Billy Wilder is a legend in the film industry. He just knows how to give us a good, simple story, give us very relatable characters, and the story will leave you with some kind of an emotion. Of course, the acting is wonderful. It's all based on the characters. Jack Lemmon's character as C.C. Baxter is one of my favorite characters now. I just love everything that John Lemmon does. And Fran Kubelik is a fantastic character as well. Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine play off each other fantastically in this film. The story itself, it could be a real love it or hate it story, to be honest with you. You may not appreciate how it ends. You may love how it ends. You may not enjoy what happens in the middle of it because, let's face it, in a world that we live in today, there's a lot of intolerance towards unfaithfulness and misogyny. It's just a lot of things that in today's society we are really trying to wipe clean, but sometimes power can really corrupt, and sometimes they can still leave you as the good person that you are, and sometimes when a good person does get a taste of that power, the truth really is going to be, is this the type of person that I really want to be? I would highly recommend this movie to anybody, because I feel it is a movie that you can really take away a lot from, and you can really learn a thing or two, and I am so glad that I've seen it. I have seen it multiple times already. It's in my collection. I'm very proud that I own it, and I'm very happy that I was able to finally see it and bring a review to you guys. It's a very strong film. I give The Apartment 3.5 out of 4. And that's it, everybody. That's another great year of throwback films, and I'm so glad that I've managed to see a whole bunch of classic and cult classic and films that I always wanted to see for the first time, and I'm just feeling after these last 2 years that I really am becoming the true film appreciator that I am supposed to be. So I've already got next year's throwbacks lined up, and I'm looking forward to seeing them and reviewing them next year. So please leave a comment in the box below. Let's have a discussion about The Apartment if you have seen it, and I will see you next year. Actions speak louder than words.